Hi guys, it's Sean here, and in this video I want to talk about the people who hit their goals versus people who don't. Now, for a very long time I was definitely one of those people who didn't hit their goals. No matter how much I tried, it wasn't a lack of desire, I wasn't lazy or anything like that. I mean, I was doing 80+ hour weeks and I still wasn't hitting my goals. What I really put it down to was two key things. The first one was knowledge, the actual knowledge of how to effectively manage everything that was going on and how to hit my goals. The second one was actually the skill that comes from actually having the knowledge and applying the knowledge. So I lacked the knowledge and the skills. So what I've seen though over time in working with many business owners is that what I call the executors, those people that will take something, will get it and will apply it and execute it straight away, assimilate it, becomes part of them, they put it in their business and get it done, which is probably the top 5% of business owners that I work with. I've seen that they have 4 key habits. Now, I observed those habits, I had a look at what they were doing, and I decided to emulate that quite a number of years ago now to see how that would actually work. And I can tell you, it really does work. And the 4 key things are, first and foremost, number 1 is they have a clear why and what. Now, the why is the purpose. The purpose is why the business exists, or what services you provide. That's why you sell that product, why the business exists. And the second part of the why is your own why. Why do you actually do what you do? Why do you get up in the morning and what's important to you? So having those clear is important. And the other part of that one is the what. It's the destination. It's the actual goal, the macro goal of what you're looking to achieve. So as you start to get more effective at achieving the smaller goals, you're effectively taking a little bite-sized piece out. So over time you will achieve your bigger goal as well. So number 2 is a structured planning process. Now, the concept of structured planning, to me, when I first looked at it, my ego response was, that's like me working on a production line every day or living in a cage. And I can tell you, when I finally got past my ego and started to do structured planning, it really does set you free. It creates a baseline of structure, but allows a lot of fluid activity and movement and adjustment over and above that. And being in the creative space myself, I need that ability to be fluid and to run with things when I get inspired by those things and be able to shift it around. But the basis of the planning process means that even if I go off track and I feel inspired to write a piece of content or do a video or whatever the case is, I can do that, and then I come back to my plan and go, right, where was I? I was here, and off I go again. There's no scratching my head, what's next, what's going on. It's really clear and straightforward. So doing that structured planning process, annual planning, then quarterly, checking it off every month, and then executing it weekly and daily is really the key. So the third one is to say no more than yes. Now, I don't think I had no in my vocabulary for many years. It seemed that anyone said anything even remotely close, sometimes not even remotely close to what I was doing, I would just say yes, because that's another opportunity. I've got to get all the opportunities. And I think I had more opportunities than I could poke a stick at, but none of them were actually any good because I couldn't apply any focused attention to it. So by saying yes to too many things, I was basically diluting my focus, diluting my attention and my energy, and therefore, not achieving anything pretty much because I was trying to spin too many plates or juggle too many balls, however you want to reference it. And number 4 is to have accountability. So however you're going to put accountability together with a single partner, with some other people, with a group of people, get a mastermind around you or other people and things like that, a mentor or a coach or a guidance from somebody, but get accountability. Accountability is one of the most powerful ways you will actually get those goals achieved. Because I don't know you, but I think I do, because most of us have got the same baseline firmware in our heads, which means that we're much less likely to do things when we're the only ones looking, and if we've said it to ourselves. Whereas if we tell somebody else that we do respect and we do trust, that we are far more likely to get it done. And that's simple human psychology 101. You can learn to overcome that and do things yourself over time, but generally speaking, most of us aren't that great at it. I still use accountability because I'm not great at it as well, because of my ability to be distracted, very easily by shiny objects and things like that. I need accountability to hold me there. So I do that through a number of ways. I have accountability with other people, with my team. We actually run accountability there. and we have weekly meetings that actually goes through our accountability and what we're looking to achieve. The other thing I do is I have a set of rules that I live by, and there's 2 key rules which help me with accountability. One is to remove choice. Now I remove choice, which means then I don't have a choice to do something else. So if it's there, if it's done, I don't have a choice. If I don't have chocolate in the house, I can't eat it, that sort of thing. So maybe I shouldn't have chocolate in the house. But anyway, that's another conversation. And the other thing is I have another a rule, which is always set deadlines. And so that means I use my calendar a lot. It's like my second brain. It manages everything. So with those deadlines, it means that I'm much more likely to achieve those goals. So I'm going to set you a challenge here. If you want to see yourself skyrocket your actual ability to achieve your goals, even starting with small ones, they don't have to be gigantic goals to start with, just start with small ones, because those small wins add together and it'll start having you feeling like you're achieving a lot more, which then drives you to move forward to the bigger goals as well. So the challenge is, for the next 30 days, from you watching this video, 30 days, give it a go. Try these strategies just for 30 days. Write it down, but you've got to be consistent, right? This is not about perfection, it's about consistency, right? So it's consistency, not perfection. If you do miss one day, just pick it up the next day. Maybe add that extra day on the end because you've missed a day. Just so that you've got 30 days of that thing, and even if it takes you 35 days to do 30 days of it, you'll find by the end of it, you're not going to want to go back to the way you were doing it before, because you are seeing the outcomes, you are seeing the impact of the new approach and how powerful it actually is. So as always, if you have any questions or after your 30 days want to make a comment, stick it under the video below or reach out to me directly. Happy to support where I can. Other than that, I will see you in the next video.